Multicon! Woo! We're here, guys. I know it's Saturday morning, but we're gonna start off with some really, really cool folks and get you guys hyped for the rest of the day. Joining me on stage from Cartoon Fridays, Tommy Snider and Tara Sands.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, that's nice. Well, guys, my name is Sabine Fahim. I am also known as the Hijabi Bounder. I'm also the host of the radio show and podcast, Who Does She Think She Is? And today, we're going to be talking to some really cool people, throwing us back to Cartoon Fridays. And if you guys think you don't remember what Cartoon Fridays are, remember dun 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 dun. You know that too. You know that too. Okay? And literally 16 years ago, I came across that YouTube video of that tune, and it's all the like characters dancing like this. You got Dexter's Laboratory, you got Shaking, Cow and Shaking, you know, all of them. And you guys got to talk to some of those characters, you know, while you guys are introducing them. For you guys out there, Tommy and Tara were hosts of Cartoon Fridays. They may look a little different, but I think it's the same flavor. And tell us what it was like talking to those cartoons and those characters from those beloved franchises.
Well, Cartoon Fridays started off as only cartoon characters. And then in about 2004, is that when you started?
2003.
2003, they decided to add humans to the mix. And we got some hate mail for being human.
Yes.
People liked only seeing the cartoon characters. So they added us to the mix, but often we would get to have, they would, you know, green screen it or whatever, and have like Billy and Mandy talking to us on the set, which is, I mean, the best job in the world.
Yeah,
It was amazing. I came across that clip actually. It was really great. I was like, oh wait, that's actually so cool. Because when we were watching it, we were like, oh my god, these are the coolest kids. These are the coolest kids on the block because they get to actually talk to these characters. Because when you're a kid, you're like, yeah, these characters are larger than life. So congratulations, guys. And we're so excited for our reunion. Are you guys ready? Stay put right here because they're having a reunion right on the stage right after this. It's going to be iconic. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But Tommy, tell us what it was like getting like, I don't know, did you audition to do it?
I did. So I was just out of high school.
Ooh.
And moved from Washington State down to California, and this was one of my first auditions, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I just kind of faked my way through it, and I guess they liked it.
You nailed it. You got the role. You nailed it. And now, this many years later, we're not going to say how many because we're all so young.
Relevant. 20.
You guys are coming back. Tell us a little bit about what's next.
Well, we're not totally sure what's next. We're working on some stuff.
Something in the hopper.
It's in the hopper. We don't know what that means. What is the hopper? What is this hopper people
I
talk
think
about?
it's like a hot plate. No?
It's a hot plate. We're working. It's in the hot plate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Zach Galifianakis and the late Louis Anderson.
Yeah. And you were great on Shrill. I'm just gonna read his bio to you guys. He's great on Shrill.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. No, I mean, both of you guys have such incredible careers and you're going to go on to do such incredible things. Another thing I definitely wanted to ask you, did you guys keep in touch over all these years?
Yeah, I mean, there was the time in the restraining order where I wasn't supposed to go within 500 yards of each other.
This is very weird for now.
We worked it.
Oh my gosh, hopefully there's no popo around.
Yeah. No, yeah, we stayed, well, there's been periods of time where we didn't see each other, but it's always like...
We sit down and it's like no time has passed.
Yeah.
It's really nice. We spent a lot of time together back then because we would travel to Atlanta to shoot. So we would like see each other on the plane and then we would have dinners together in Atlanta and all day on set. So we just know each other very well. It's very comfortable. Yeah.
I love it. I love that. We love friendship and everything that lasts and then just picking up where you left off. We love it. That's all so amazing. Is there something like a dream project for you guys that you'd want to do together that you want to manifest right now? Because I'm all about manifesting.
Oh.
Wow.
I mean, our dream project is like to reboot the Real Fridays and like re-show those lineups that you guys grew up with, like recreate it. That like the kids who watched us are mostly like in their 30s now, so they're done with like going out all night. They might have kids now, like they're in a place where I think it could work again, but I don't know. I don't know how to get that to get done.
No, I love it. We're gonna start manifest it on the stage because these videos are gonna go around and I'm gonna put it out there for you guys. We're manifesting our actual cartoon Friday reunion, kind of have a season or 2 or 3 where you guys get back and you guys give us the perspective of millennials growing up, you know, and maybe talk about those, you know, junkets and stuff that you guys did. I would love to see that. Maybe you could guys do a web series. I don't know, put it on Instagram, YouTube. You never know. We're sponsors out there. We're putting it out there, you know.
Putting it out there.
Tommy Snider and Tara Sands return for Cartoon Fridays.
Sky's the limit.
Let's do it. I mean, I'm here for it. I definitely talk about it because that's what I do. I get to get about the stuff that you guys that you guys make. You know, because of you guys, I'm able to talk about it. So I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for everything that you guys have ever created and been a part of. Because that gives us the content. You know, we all work together. It's a community out here. We're all creative.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. So tell us, growing up, what your favorite cartoon was.
Oh, that would have to be, for me, probably the Ghostbusters animated series.
That's throwback.
So I'm an oldie. Like, I love the Ghostbusters and Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joe, and we had so many good cartoons in the 80s, right? The 80s were amazing for cartoons.
They really were. Ninja Turtles, are you kidding me? All that stuff was amazing.
Technically that was early 90s, but still that era, late 80s, early 90s, like, so many good cartoons.
Yeah, I was Scooby-Doo.
Yes, that was
awesome. I like a formula, and I like to know. I want to guess along the way who the bad guy's gonna be.
Yes.
I love the formula of Scooby-Doo.
Awesome. Well, Tommy, if you could play one of those characters in that Ghostbuster animated, who would you play?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Slimer.
Yeah, maybe like Slimer or something. I wouldn't want to take away from any of the OG Ghostbusters. People would hate
If there was a reboot.
I'll be a ghost. I'll be like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man's son.
Oh, that's so cool. That's fun. What about you, Tara? Who would you play in Scooby-Doo?
Oh, I don't want to take any of their characters
If there was
away.
a reboot.
Reboot, I mean,
Good time.
oh, I want to be Scooby.
She's pretty scrappy.
I want to be Scooby.
Okay. That's amazing. Okay, what's our audition? Give us a little bit of how you play it.
Oh no, that's not fair.
Get on the table and show us.
Yes, there it is. What about you, Tommy? Give us a little audition of how you play the Marshmallow Son.
Well, it'd probably be like this.
There's no voice required. He's just going to be in the suit. He's just going to be in the suit. That's
It's a lot of wobbling.
I love it. Is motion capture.
Yeah,
That's what
motion
you're gonna do.
capture.
Amazing. When you guys were part of Cartoon Fridays, kind of to go back to that, when you guys were in front of these characters or talking to these characters, how was it? How was the setup? I'm so curious to know.
Well, yeah. Go.
I'm trying to remember because this was 1948. What I remember was it was a lot of cutaways. So believe it or not, Ed and Eddie were not on set. Yeah, like.
I know. We did a lot of work with puppets as well. So that was like, it was a lot of wait. We'd be ready to go, and there was a lot of waiting for the puppet setups because puppets are very high maintenance.
Yeah.
Device. I don't know if you know that. Not the people running the puppets, the actual
puppets.
Yeah, Warhol was really demanding on this.
That's why you had to lock them in a box between takes. He had so many demands.
He tried to break free. Yeah, it was awful.
Too much.
Really weird.
Too much.
That's amazing. I love to hear that. I mean, I definitely was sitting there and being like, that's so cool. Like, what if I get to meet Dexter? What if I get to meet, like, it was just like, you had people dreaming and you had people wishing and you had people in this kind of different realm. And it was so cool to see other kids, so to speak, doing that.
Yeah.
And that's why we identified with you guys so much when you guys were doing it. How does that make you guys feel?
I mean, my goal with Fridays for the kids who watched it, I always wanted to feel like the fun babysitter. I wanted it to be like, I wanted kids to feel like I want to be on the set with them. And I feel like we got to that.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. And it was cool to go back to the cartoon characters. If you go back and watch clips of it, to hear these cartoons interacting with us, saying our names, like, that was always really cool.
And now I know a lot of those voice actors who played those characters, and I was like, we sort of work together indirectly, you know, because
Absolutely. Listen, to us, you guys work together. Like, for us, both of you guys were in the room. So it's just the coolest thing. I love that. That's so beautiful. Well, on my show, Who Does She Think She Is, I always like to ask the guests, what is one message that they'd like to leave the audience? So,
Life's short, live it.
ooh, I love that. I love
Just go
that.
for it. Do the weird thing.
Do the weird thing, guys.
Chase the
because-
dream. Whatever it is, go for it. And don't listen to the naysayers, because those are only people that have never done it.
Listen to that, guys. That's amazing. Tara?
don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
Be kind.
It takes way more effort to be mean and angry than it does to be nice.
Just be nice. I love that. Be nice and do it. Just do it. Do the weird
I
thing.
think Nike took that from you.
They did.
You know, they
They owned
did.
them.
Nike. Copyright. Amazing. Well, can you give us a taste of what we're going to expect next in this Cartoon Fridays reunion-ish that's happening on this stage right after?
Yeah,
It'll be a lot like this.
a lot like this. So, you know, because we used to interview people, we're going to try to do that again and see
Yeah.
what happens. It might be a disaster.
Oh, I've been
but it
drinking.
might be amazing.
So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. I mean, I'm about 18 in, so.
And lower your expectations.
Yeah, I'm going to start talking a little slower here in about 4 minutes.
Amazing. Well, guys, it was so much fun speaking with you guys. It's incredible, guys. I would love to get a photo with these two on stage. And then if you guys stay put, we'd love a photo with you guys. That'd be really, really fun from the stage, like, you know, with you guys, the friends. So appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Something I like to leave the audience with is, may your magic never fade. Stay glorious.
Oh, beautiful.
The fact here, let's do right there. So I'm long, sorry. It won't so we begin nature. Here, let's do it. Let's do it. We do the same thought. You're good one doesn't have
Fine. They click into your line.
That's
it. You go yourself in Marco. You look at it. See? Then you go fix it. Like, fine. You know.
thing.
This.
Alright, and I'll do the selfie from here. Alright, gonna come back here. Let's just all
This.
ready? Guys, come close together if you want to.
Brad, looking in the flicker.
Good, ready? Right.
Be smart.
Yeah, get close together, guys. Get close together. Get in the photo. Get in the photo.
So, they squad. Everyone's not.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
love it. You guys so fun. So word. The light word.
Okay, everybody, make sure you stay where you are at, because Tara and Tommy aren't going anywhere. They are flipping seats. They're going to be moderating this next piece. And so here's the deal. Over the next 50 minutes, you're going to hear from the voices behind Piglet, behind Thanos, behind Stoop Kid, and they're going to talk about what it actually takes to bring these characters you love to life. So 3 conversations rolling one after another. If you guys want to head this way and take your seats, you're going to be starting in about 5 minutes.
I'd like to come right here, like.
I'm going to embarrass Travis and read a little bit about him right here.
Okay, feel free.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
See?
Travis Oates,
Yes.
the 7th, has been the official voice of Piglet in Disney's Winnie the Pooh since 2005, starting with Kingdom Hearts 2. He also voices Rudy in The Emperor's New Groove and was one of the original co-hosts of G4TV's Arena. And he was the Dungeon Master on Dungeon Call.
Yes.
Is that all true?
That's all true.
All right.
Although I was actually Piglet for about 2 years before I was officially Piglet.
Whoa. What's the dirt?
Tell us about that.
So, the original voice of Piglet was John Fiedler. He was back to the 60s, and he took ill and was unable to complete the majority of the work that he was doing at the time. So I was brought in and I finished all that. Well, really, I redid everything. So his name was on stuff that that I voiced for a while there, but union reasons.
Wow.
But I was Piglet for about 2 years before Kingdom Hearts.
Wow.
Yeah.
So taking on the role of Piglet is like a pretty big deal. Obviously, this is a very iconic character.
Yeah, I mean, I've had 2 instances in my career where I was up for major voices like that. The first one was Piglet, and I did get that, and it was like, I don't know how many people auditioned, but it was a lot. And then the second one, I was almost Mickey Mouse.
Oh.
So I came right to the final couple for Mickey Mouse, and did not become Mickey Mouse, which was actually a good thing for me at the time. I'm a director in my regular life, and I was directing a horror film at the time called Don't Blink, and they kind of had an issue with the fact that I might be directing a horror film as the voice of Mickey Mouse. So that could have become kind of problematic for me to be the paperwork involving being Mickey Mouse, and I'm not being facetious, but about that thick, of like the morals clause and like everything I could and couldn't do. So as much as that would have been really cool, I was kind of okay with not getting that gig.
Yeah.
Right. Now, when I'm talking to you here, my
Sure.
mind doesn't go, he must be Piglet. Now, can you blow people's minds by pulling out like kids especially?
Sure. And I will say that really the voice I'm about to do is John Fiedler. Like that, because that was his just regular voice, and then they pitch it up a little bit. But, oh dear, it's hard to be brave when you're such a small animal. Oh. And that's how John talked. And that's just the voice that he had in regular life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Do kids freak out? Like, I have it with my voiceover roles. Sometimes I don't want to ruin it for children. Like, how do you approach telling kids about it?
It all depends on the age of the kid. The little kids don't understand it, and sometimes it scares them and freaks them out. Or they just
That's, yes. That's a bottle of vodka there. We don't need it anymore. We've had enough.
Right over there.
Isaac, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Isaac. I'm gonna embarrass you and say list your credits so our lovely audience can know a little more about you. Isaac Singleton, Isaac C. Singleton. What is the C for, actually?
I'm middle guy.
That makes sense. Total sense.
Carolyn.
Charles Singleton.
Charles Singleton. So Isaac C. Singleton Jr. is best known on screen as Bosun in Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, and Booth in Deadpool. He is the voice of Thanos across animated shows and games, and has voiced Sagat in Capcom's Street Fighter. Who plays Street Fighter? I know some of you do. The series in Street Fighter 4. He also voiced Soundwave in Transformers, Fall of Cybertron, and with that voice, nobody is surprised.
No. Amazing. So I got a question for you.
Okay.
So Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. This was a massive, massive movie. When you were making it, did you get a sense that this was going to be a big movie, or was Johnny Depp kind of just like, you're like, oh, what's he doing? This is getting bad.
No, first of all, Johnny Depp is a very nice man, very normal.
He keeps coming up in our panels today. Yeah.
So yeah, he's a great guy. And when we were shooting the movie, it was a lot of fun. It was 6 months long. We got to go to Caribbean and shoot, and we shot a lot of places. So our last 2 months of shooting were in St. Vincent and the Grenadine Islands. So that was great. In the first 2 weeks we were down there, I didn't have to go to set it off. So I could just hang out at the hotel,
Oh my
get in the
God.
island, do what I wanted to do before I even got called on set. So it was great.
What a dream.
When did you realize that your voice was special? Because in my mind, I'm picturing you at 8 with this same voice.
It's weird. When I was born, I came out, the doctor was about to smack me.
Yes.
I said, there you go, doc.
Wow,
You need smack.
wow.
And that's it. I can work. No, it's changed a couple of times in my preteens. I never knew I was going to be using it as an actor. I thought my goal was to be a commodities broker, work on Wall Street, a commodities market in Chicago. In my sophomore year of college, God told me I was supposed to be an actor. I said, okay, God, I'll listen to you, and that's what I've been doing ever since.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And
It's amazing.
so what was the first thing that you did then? What was that first opportunity? It sounds like a divine experience.
Okay, well, it's a long story in many ways. I don't know if you have premonitions or anything like that as you grow up, but and my first Best Acting Award came when I was in 8th grade. Like I said, I wasn't pursuing acting, I wanted to be a commodities worker, but I used to make noises and act and all that kind of stuff just for the fun of it. Never thought I was going to do it as a career. But I really got into the character, and I got the Best Acting Award where I was playing an Igor, kind of a character, and I got Best Actor for that. Like I said, I was still going to be commodities worker, but that would be stuff I did for fun. I've always been doing accents and stuff like that since I was a small child, just for the fun of it. But my sophomore year of college, they started taking just a regular speech course. I didn't public speak since I was in 9th grade. I took a theater course just for fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was at Florida A&M University at the time, and my acting teacher asked me to come audition for one of the plays. And I got the lead in the play, The Theater Majors.
Yeah.
So now we're doing the play. And the Theater Majors like, Isaac, y'all do this for a living. And I said, no, I'm going to do commodities worker. Anyway, that semester, all the major markets made a recorrection, which means they all crashed. I started praying to God about it. And God showed me some signs and showing me I was 4 years old, I was something actor. I said, okay, God, I'll listen to him. Turned to universities with Orlando, went to Central Florida, graduated there. About a year later, I started working as an actor. I did both theme parks, doing stunt shows at Universal and Disney.
Whoa.
Stunt shows.
TV shows were coming to town. I did all the Slot-Theared, Sequest, all kinds of shows like that. Nickelodeon was there. It was all made by living as an actor, and I moved to California. And I got here, and 8 weeks later, on my birthday, I was in X-Files, my first job.
Wow. That's
Yes.
so cool.
It was great.
Now, we're at a convention filled with fans, hardcore fans of things. Growing up, were you a hardcore fan of anything, or maybe of one of the things you eventually worked on?
I don't know if I could say a hardcore fan. I knew there were certain things I definitely liked. I've always been into Star Wars since I was a small child. I just liked Star Wars.
Yeah.
Eventually I got to get to end up seeing Mandalorian. That was great. Yeah, that was and I even have an idea for them for another series, so I hope I can get that going.
Ooh, there we go. Okay. I would love to see that.
Yeah,
You mentioned you were doing stunt shows.
Yes.
It just piqued my interest here. What was that like? Doing stunts? What kind of stuff did they have you do?
Oh, well, you know how you ever been at Disney World before?
Sure.
You know the Raiders of the have Indiana Jones and the big stunts spectacular?
Yeah.
I played the German mechanic on that show, where he's fighting the German on a plane. That's me. I also played the demolitions expert of the show. I played the director of the show. I played the guy who jumped up with his sword and gets shot.
Wow.
So I played a bunch of roles in that show. And I worked at Universal Studios doing the Wild West stunt show there. So I played a character named Claude Hopper. And it was a big lumbering guy, kind of funny. And my stunts like falling backwards into a well, jumping from one building to another, crashing for a wing, that kind of stuff. But I was always an athlete growing up. So as an athlete, you should have picked up stunts very easily. So, yeah.
Because I'm sure, like me, when you have height like this, people assume you play basketball.
I never played basketball.
But do people
organized.
assume? They must assume.
Yeah, like I used to live in Europe when I was in high school and college. I moved to Germany, I was going to 11th grade.
Okay.
And I remember going to Italy one time, and the guy couldn't speak English. I'm in the bathroom, he's like, I'm like, no. So I played football and baseball growing up. Baseball, I was really good at that. And my last year was high school, I played football. Yeah.
Okay. So you do all these different voices and you're an actor and all that, and people want to know, you've been doing this for a long time, but do you get nervous when you step in and do these jobs, or is it like second nature at this point?
Yeah, I don't get nervous when I go do them because I know they want me to be there. First of all, they've hired me.
Right.
And a lot of times, like I said, I've done more than 70 voices for World of Warcraft alone. So they just call me and say, is Isaac available this day? I say yes. And there's been times I go down to Irvine. I remember a couple of years ago, they invited me down to Irvine to go do some voices for them at the headquarters. And I met the guys and we actually come up with the characters. And literally, I went into the room with them, and they had 3 different creatures they'd made. They said, we've got 3 different voices we want you to do today. And then they said, what do you think this thing sounds like? And so I made up 3 different voices for each one of the characters. I said, oh, that's the voice. And we're going to do it in that voice and do it. So yeah.
Yeah, people assume that voice actors get scripts ahead of time, but it's very unusual for us to see a script ahead of time.
Yeah.
So it's improv. I mean, it's almost like improv voice-wise.
And I did a lot of improv before too. The guy that was just here before me, I don't know his name, but do something.
Also, we have, if you may have heard her voice in Fortnite, Fallout 76, NBA 2K, Star Wars Old Republic. Next, we have Ashley Morgan coming up to the stage.
Give it up for Ashley Morgan. Hi, Ashley. Nice to meet you.
Okay, I'm going to talk about Ashley right in front of her right now. I'm going to
Yes.
tell you a little bit about what she's done. You have seen her on Grand Crew, The Rehearsal, which was a show I love. Ruthless, the 2025 Superman, Veronica Mars, The Neighborhood, Snowfall, Hit Count. On the voiceover side of things, she is the lead in the English dub of Time Switch on Disney+, Netflix's Beyond the Universe, credits in games like Fortnite, Synthwave, Star Wars, NBA 2K23, and Fallout 76. More importantly, she is a hand model.
Oh, I get those
And
puppies.
she has done stunt work, which I think is very cool. Thank you for being here, Ashley. Is this thing on? Let's check it. Can you hear
Yes.
her? Yeah. Yes. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Ashley, how old were you when you got bit by the acting bug? And then did you need ointment for that bug?
I was super young. My favorite medium is animation, so I watch way more animation than I want to admit right now. And that was my first introduction to The Matrix. I was like, I want to do what Trinity does. I thought she was such a great representation of women and being empowered. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to make people feel how she made me feel.
Yeah.
And that was my first kind of inclination into the industry.
Since you were a fan of so much stuff, have you gotten to work on any projects that you happen to be a fan of?
Well, Superman was really awesome. And getting directed by James Gunn was just a dream. I never in a million years, I'm from Ohio, I never in a million years thought that I would ever have the opportunity to work with such a prolific director. And I love comics and video games and nerd culture, so that was just a huge joy and a huge gift, something I don't take for granted. I'm very honored for that opportunity.
So that was a $7 billion budgeted
Right.
movie, I believe, if my numbers are right.
She made most of it.
Yeah,
You made
Most
most
of it went right to Ashley. Yeah.
What
I don't
was-
even know why she's here today.
Yeah.
What was that
So good.
experience like? I mean, obviously it's a dream come true, but like, what was it like working with those filmmakers and other actors and stuff? How did that feel?
Yeah, well, firstly, I worked in Ohio because one of the creators of Superman is from Ohio, so James wanted to film in Ohio. And it was the beach scene where Mr. Terrific and Lois come in. So it was I was just in awe watching how they set everything up and all the stunts and like the choreography of it all. It was just really fascinating. I worked on multitude of different films, but not to this level, and not superhero. To see the actors really get into character, to see David just sitting there dressed as Superman, prepping to go on set was just such a joy, and it was so much fun. And then to also trust myself that it was my turn, because we filmed all week, and my scene wasn't until the last day, so I was on set all week because there's a lot of moving parts around everything we had to get first. So I thought it was just taking in the environment, and I was a little nervous. I was a lot nervous. And yeah, when it came to me, I was like, you know what you're doing. Listen to the director and trust that you will be here for a reason.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
As someone who does love all this nerd culture stuff, do you have any keepsakes or fun stuff, either from a set or that a fan has given you or that you bought yourself, like that represents this stuff?
I don't have any keepsakes. I did.
You didn't steal anything good from the set?
No, I was afraid that Warner Brothers are very strict. They make you, like, my script was redacted. I didn't know what was happening before and after. All I had was my scene.
Wow.
We signed crazy NDAs. Obviously, couldn't take pictures or anything, so I was afraid they were gonna find me.
Yeah.
Like, we saw you take that helmet.
Right.
And now we're kicking you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I wish, but no, I did make this binder for my character about different relationships of different characters and Superman and what my relationships. I worked for Lex Luthor, so I'd have just figure out why I would want to work for Lex Luthor so it made sense for me. So I have my binder.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I got rained on, but I kept that.
It's got life, it's got scars, that makes it real.
Exactly. Some meanings there.
Totally. So you've done a lot of different fun things in your career. Is there a dream role that you would love to take on? Or, I'll give you an alt.
Okay.
Or is there a movie or show that already exists that if you could take that role?
Shrek. I have an unhealthy relation. I love Shrek. I want to be in Shrek 5. Shrek, again, animation is my favorite medium. Shrek changed animation forever.
Yes.
DreamWorks.
Sure.
And again, it had a nod to The Matrix. And so I was like, I want to be Shrek. That would be a huge, I would pass out. That'd be a dream.
You literally want to be Shrek.
I want to be Shrek. No, honestly, I would. DreamWorks, I would be Shrek.
You hear that, Mike Myers? Better start running.
I'll be Shrek. I think I love animation. It's my favorite form of storytelling. And if not that, then some kind of villain.
Yeah.
I feel like I look really nice. I want to be evil. And that'd be fun.
Since you've done a lot of dubbing of animation and anime work, what is the process like for you stepping into something that's already been established versus creating your own character?
I think hydrating, warming up my voice. Besides that, I think really understanding what the scene is trying to convey and making sure that it is English listeners can understand what's happening, because different dialects, different languages, they kind of articulate and their cadence is different. So just making sure that I'm keeping the cadence for English listeners to understand as I misspoke, right? Acting and evoking this emotion of the characters.
Right.
Okay, so I'm curious, because I just looked over and I saw the Superman comic book on the wall.
Don't take it, Ashley. I know you want it.
I might. If it's missing, it wasn't me.
So while you were on set, be honest, people are going to see this.
Yeah.
Did you know that Clark Kent and Superman are the same guy?
No. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Found out.
They're the same guy.
It's the same guy.
It's like if you take your glasses off, you might be someone.
Wait.
I just can't see.
Ashley?
I just can't see anybody.
Go ahead.
No, but I remember because David got a lot of scrutiny for being Superman. And I remember just watching him sitting in the chair and I was like, oh no, he's Superman and Clark Kent. You know, there's a balance. Some people do Clark Kent really well, maybe not Superman or vice versa.
Yeah.
And I feel like he has a nice balance of like cartoon, comic, like Superman. So yeah.
He did an amazing job, and you did an amazing job too.
Yeah, there's, it's like one thing where you're like, oh, I may not have a lot of lines, but you realize how integral each scene is into the movie. And I was like, if James Gunn cuts me out, I'll be devastated, but you know what? It's a big movie, so I was so honored. He kept even the small, minor, what I thought were minor parts in the film, because it told the story leading up to working with Mr. Terrific. So
Well, what a lot of people don't realize is having a smaller role is way harder than having a larger role, because you've only got a couple of beats to show your thing. That there's a lot more pressure on something like
and
that.
if you weren't hitting your mark, you got replaced. So
Exactly.
it's a big budget film. There's time is everything. Like there's not a lot of time to wait for people to figure things out. You have to trust what you have, trust that you know what you're doing, and get in there and for fun.
Okay, final question. Is there something you want to tell us that's coming up, or anything you want to brag about that we should check out?
Nothing I can say right now.
NDA. She's going to go to NDA jail right now.
Thank you everyone for coming, and I'm so happy that to be here to help this charity and to bring light to nerds all over the world. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Nerds Unite.
that's right.
It's
Thank you.
first time now.
I know. Yeah.
Just like the Goonies. Well,
By
thank
the
you,
way,
Ashley. You're delightful.
your skin is like amazing.
Let's talk about your skincare regimen. No, they're making us end this, but yes, everyone can model.
Hand model.
That's
All right,
right.
give it up again for
Make good money hand modeling, everybody. Don't sleep on hand modeling. Thank you so much, and thank you both so much.
Thank you. We have a Gemini standing over there. I'm a little scared. A little concerned, I guess I would say. Nothing to be concerned about? Okay, that sounds like a threat.
What's happening?
Oh.
So we're waiting for Danny, right?
I won't say.
No, we're not going to do Danny?
Danny's not here.
Nice. Is he open? No.